Hi, this is the build video of the RYA-V. Yes, first you have to choose which version you want to print and to fly. There are two versions directly screw on the servo horn for MG90 or Corona servo, or ball bearing carbon rods steering. With vertical stabilizer or a rudder, two versions of vector and no vector. Here are all the printed parts, and I prefer to print in PLA CF, or you can use ABS, ASA or PETG. This version I built is including lights, LED light strips, and we're beginning with the active rudder. All the parts and the lengths of the carbon rods and carbon tubes are found in the boom. Here I check if the rudder works well. Then I cut the holder from the servos, and you don't have to glue it in, you only have to screw the cover from the servos on, and that's all. I built the RYA-V in build steps, and here we have the rudder, and then I built the wings. Here I throw the cables through the wings for the lights. Then I pressed in the connectors for the ailerons and for the other parts. Check before gluing every part if it fits correctly. Then control that the aileron holder in the middle fits. You can see it here in the middle of the aileron. Then I cut the carbon rod for the ailerons in the correct length. Glue the winglet with the wing part 2 together, and then glue in the holder for the aileron rod. Check that the aileron works smoothly. Then glue the two aileron parts together and check the function. Then we can glue the rest of the wing together. Then throw in the carbon rod for the ailerons, and that's all. Now screw in the wing servo in the wing servo holder for the aileron, and then screw the holder in the wing. Next step are the canards, and here I check if the 4mm carbon rod fits in the driver for the canard, and then I glue the driver in the inner canard part. Then glue the driver in, and the driver is for the connection for the 4mm carbon rod and the both 2mm carbon rod on the side. Then install the connectors and then glue the both canard parts together. Then check if that the servo driver for the canards are fit. In every servo driver is 8mm M3 screw and nuts. Glue in the ball bearing holder for the canards. And check that it's working well. Screw the canard servos in the holder of the canard servos. It's signed with the right and the left. The lengths between the two ball heads are 48mm. Here I screw the servo driver on the canard rod, and this is what it should look like. Secure the servo driver, and then glue the servo holder with the servo in the fuselage. Check that the connections and the servos working well. Glue in the LiPo holder with the straps. Next step, vector fuselage, and we have to prepare the ball links for the vector, and we need one 44mm and one 50mm. The shorter one is for the rudder and the longer one is for the elevator. Here I assemble the vector ring with the vector nozzle with the M2 screw, 8mm long. You need 2. Then I screw on the balls from the ball links directly on the vector for the rudder and the elevator. I secure it with a little bit of CA and then I installed it in the fuselage part 7 and screw it on, but be careful, the vector nozzle has to turn right and left and let everything fit. You can see it here. It's a nice fitting for the servos, but we have to need hot glue to glue it in. It's too small to screw it in, and here you see the elevator, the rudder servo, glue it in, and here are the elevator servo, and I secure it from the outside with hot glue that it is fixed. Be careful, then you have to put on the ball links. Unfortunately I had a camera problem here, but the EDF is fixed with hot glue and the cover is screwed in the rear area. Here I have glued on the rudders and it's all working. Here I prepared fuselage 5, we glued on, and first I stick the cable through the fuselage and then I make a check that everything works. Stick in the connectors and then glue the fuselage 5 on 6. Check all the functions. Install the aileron cables in the fuselage and glue the wings on the fuselage. Glue on the fuselage 3. Now glue on the fuselage 2 with the canards. To finalize the RYA-V, glue the fuselage 1 on and glue the canopy together with the canopy lock. Yes, now you are ready, and check the CG. It's the correct one in the middle of the marks, and have a lot of fun, and always have a good flight. I hope I see you on this channel, and please subscribe. Thank you, bye!